How do you do? Hey, how are you today? Are you okay? Are you good? Glad to be here. That's what we have to say. Glad to be here today, hosting this show for you guys. Once a week is what I strive for. So I'm here on my day off. Did a crypto consultation today. So people are still out buying Bitcoin, even though everything was down today. We maybe will take a look at markets. But markets were down today. And then we'll look at other kinds of markets like betting markets on the presidential race, which have really changed since the last time I came on the show. So the last time I came on the show was Biden's speech. And that was as Kamala was being lifted up. And now Kamala officially, as of today, is going to be the nominee. Apparently because of some private Zoom call or something. Good to see you guys. Prague says, was Bitcoin way down today? It was down. So we're going to be using this show to advertise our shirts. I'm wearing the Nassim shirt, which is sold out, I believe, at truthclothing.io. Just go to sale. It's clearance pricing on everything. I'll show you during the show, and I'll look at your comments. Yeah, Bitcoin was down today, almost 5%. It's not down below 60,000 yet, but the stock market was really down for the stock market. Not down as much as Bitcoin in percentage terms, but because it doesn't fluctuate as much, it's more serious. Today was like stuff really got sold. Intel, some chip company, I think maybe Intel was down 27% today. It was bad. So, and the dollar was down today against other currencies. But Bitcoin's down to 61,645 as of right now. Not signing up for anything. And then I have some video of the women's boxing. I don't know if the person is, I've seen that they identify as a woman or, well, don't know what that means. Apparently they're XY though. They identify as women, but I don't know exactly how that works. They failed gender testing at previous events. Both of these XY female. I actually don't know. Mike Maker says Solana was doing good. It was. It was up over 190 something. Now it's down 150 something. It's so volatile. It's insane. This is a daily chart for Bitcoin. So you see it's still kind of just going sideways, but down again today, down kind of majorly today. Let's see if it's on its way up or down right now. It's still going down. This is a 15-minute chart. So it's down around the lows of the day. And it went down a lot. An employment report came out today. It was very weak for new jobs. It was like 114,000. It was supposed to be 175,000, something like that. So the market took it as news that there are going to be rate cuts soon and that there's a slowdown going on. So the unemployment rate went up today. So I can show you, I don't know, major indices. The S&P 500 was down more than 2% today. The NASDAQ was down more than 2%. Here's futures. Is this going into tomorrow? Is this already now? These are futures for tomorrow. I mean, stuff is really crashing. Is this minus 737 overnight? Because it says it's up to. No, it's Friday. No, it closed. It closed at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's Friday, so everything's closed. Everything closed the week on a down note. It could be because of the war a little bit, although oil went down today. Small caps were off over 4% today. The Russell 2000. 4%. That's huge. That's like crypto numbers. We got the situation in Venezuela. You might have heard about that. You want to see the female boxing? What do you want to see? So those are stock markets today, but it's Friday. I forget. So it's Friday evening. People are doing things. I should probably go out to dinner tonight. I'd like to go out to dinner and have a drink. That would be decent. No, I don't mean to trigger anybody. I don't drink much, but I go out sometimes, have like a Tito's and soda with lime. I like it. It's low calorie, low sugar. Tito's and soda. And then when I drink water, I like to drink soda water or Pellegrino, which is soda water. Edgar Mencia says, how's work? How many July sales? 5. I got 5. But they were big dollar sales, so that was good. I mean, they were good. They had good profit in them. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have done more, though. 5 cars. We didn't set a record again this month. Last month, we set a record for the number of cars sold. But, yeah, I was off yesterday and today. I'm off today. So anyway, that's Bitcoin, that's stock market. Stock market's way down because of job numbers. I can show you the women's boxing, or you know what's going on with Kamala Harris. She's kind of, I think it is some type of honeymoon period, but we can go over the odds. Let me show you. Kamala Harris is in the lead on predictit.org for the presidency. She's in the lead. Worse than 50-50 odds. You have to pay 55 cents to win $1. So you win 45 cents. Less than 1-to-1 odds. And Donald Trump is 50-50 now. So the odds have really changed. He was at like 63 when it was Joe Biden running. On Predictit. On Predictit, I remember him being up to like 63 cents. So the odds have really changed. People genuinely really think Kamala Harris is going to have a chance. And I don't know. I think it's some kind of honeymoon period. She literally hasn't answered any questions or anything, or had to speak off the cuff at all. She hasn't done a press conference. She hasn't done any interviews. As far as I know, she hasn't done anything but read from a teleprompter so far. Oh, except she gave like some kind of word salad today. I saw it. I saw the tweet. Or last night, I mean. Kamala word salad. Here we go. Okay, cool. I got a few word salads from Kamala Harris. So we used to make fun of Joe, and we will make fun of Joe again today because he did something crazy again today. So anyway, you're looking at the odds on Polymarket, which is another betting service. Trump's odds are better. He's still favored to win, but 53% to 44%. You need to come in, dog? I got my dogs in here. I got one dog in here right now and one dog outside the door watching. Sumi has eye thing going on again. It's crazy. Anyway, here Donald Trump is favored to win. So there's a difference. It's a way to play an arbitrage, I suppose. Because it's different odds on different sites. On one site, it's like the opposite for Kamala Harris. She's at 53%, but their odds add up to more than 100%. Michelle Obama in third place at 1%. So you want to hear her word salad? Oh, wait, I have to share the screen again. Do you guys care about the women's boxing? If you heard the story, you've been watching the Olympics? I watched the U.S. men's team in football, soccer. I watched that today. They got destroyed 4-0 by Morocco, who's pretty good. And playing in France is like home territory for them. But there's also the women's boxing thing, which I'll show you. Here's Kamala's word salad. Hey, Sumi, it's okay. You doing all right? Sumi's in here. She's whining a little bit.
This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day. This is just an extraordinary testament.
Wow, she is bad. See, I think the more people meme her, the more the honeymoon maybe wears off, but I don't know. I mean, they put up with Joe Biden, the people who are going to vote for him. I thought Trump's appearance in front, did you guys see Trump's appearance in front of the black journalists where he said Kamala is not black or just recently started identifying as black? I think some people may have found that offensive. I mean, some people definitely did. But I can see some people who might have been thinking about vote. I don't know. I wonder if she's unpopular amongst a lot of black men. I hear. I don't know. I hear she's sort of unpopular among black men, but maybe more black women would vote for her. I don't know. Trump had been doing so well with blacks or black people. It's still weird. We used to say African American, and that was politically correct. And then it changed. So she has identified though as black for a while. She went to Howard in DC, which is a historically black college. She was in a historically black sorority, I believe. So she has at least been identifying as black for a long time. Now, whether she is, I think is up for people to decide whether she really is. Sure, she has Jamaican heritage on one side. So it's not African American in this case. But yeah, he went in front of the black journalists, said that, which I don't know. I don't think it wins anybody over. But I still think she's going to lose some support the more she talks. Because when she talks, she says stupid things.
Testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day. This is just an extraordinary testament.
Pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy the way she is. She's just not super good, at being a politician even. I don't know how she did it as DA. I guess I don't know. Sometimes she has to bullshit her way through things. Like she literally doesn't know what she's saying. Sumi. You want to leave the room? I thought you'd like being in here with me. Poor girl. She can't see sometimes. It's something about Boston Terriers and their eyes. She's just had a number of eye ulcers. So we're treating them again right now. Poor Sumi. I don't know what she wants when she barks sometimes. And she's having to wear a cone right now.
Experiencing record inflation, the worst in 30 years, way beyond expectations. OPEC didn't increase oil production. Can you tell us a little bit about how you would prevent the new spending in your Build Back Better agenda from exacerbating the problem? And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously. But there is also a point that is important to make on the Build Back Better framework. One, it is designed to make it less expensive for working people to live. It was specifically designed to bring down the costs of childcare and increase accessibility and availability. Designed to bring down the cost of elder care. And make it available to all those working families that need that support and need that help. And Build Back Better is not going to cost anything. We're paying for it.
I could use it without the commentary. It's pretty funny as it is. She doesn't know what she's talking about most of the time. And she didn't get any votes in the Democrat primary. She wasn't very popular. So I have Bitcoin news. There was a Bitcoin conference. Trump spoke at it. So did RFK Jr. RFK Jr. actually said the wildest stuff about it. So I can cover that on the Bitcoin part of the show. We have Bitcoin t-shirts for sale at our store, truthclothing.io. There's a link in the description. Okay. Sorry, I just got a text message on my computer. All right. So Trump spoke at the Bitcoin conference. It was very well received. Okay, we're still on Kamala. Kamala was on RuPaul announcing her candidacy, I believe. Show you that. Here she is on RuPaul.
We are all in this together, and your vote is your power. So please make sure your voice is heard this November and register to vote at vote.gov.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. Now on with the show.
And remember, you better vote.
We are all in this together, and you're
Weird. That was on RuPaul's Drag Race, I guess. So she did that. Then there was this parody, which I have to stop sharing and then reshare my screen. She's not very dark compared to other Black people. That's for sure. I will say that. And she has that straight hair, which she might totally straighten. But I don't know if that's an argument you have to make against her, that she's not black. I mean, who cares? Right?
I, Kamala Harris, am your Democrat candidate for president because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility of debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean, Joe Biden. Do you think the country went to over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
There you go. That's what you can do with the voice, the AI voice software very easily. So that's the news on Kamala Harris. Let's see. I have Joe Biden. I have the boxing. You guys doing okay? Checking on my dogs. I have the boxing clip. I have JD Vance saying something about to his son, tell him to shut the hell up. Apparently. I have. Do you want to hear? I want to play for you what Trump said to the black journalists. Oh, and he said that immigrants are worse for black jobs. And like everybody in the room reacted and they were like, what's a black job? Let me see. They have him. Where is it? Black journalist. I'm looking. I have his thing about black jobs. Here. Here we go. Here it is. I got it. I'll share it. Yeah, he said, what are black? They were like, what's a black job? He was like, any job. Here, this is the clip.
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time.
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always identified as a black woman.
I respect either one. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't. because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think
that she is
somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really
have
don't
said?
know. I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some.
Do you believe that Vice
There you
President Kamala
go.
Harris
That was
is
the part.
only
So, what do you guys think of Trump's answer to that? Do you think it's going to win him points or lose him points with people? And then what's this clip? Let me hear.
You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say hello, how are you? I have been the best president for the Black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act?
For you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you?
Oops, I think you heard it already. There we go. So that's what's going on with Trump at the Black journalist thing. Let me show you. Oh, I have, where is it? Oh, I have Kyle Rittenhouse saying he's not going to vote for Trump. You guys seen that clip? I'll show you that. And let me run an ad for our shop. Check out our t-shirts at truthclothing.io. Check out the sale. I'll show it to you. Let me show you the sale. These are our t-shirts, which I have spread around me. Yeah, I'm wearing one of them now. Decentralized is pretty much sold out. $10. $10 for propaganda t-shirts. $5 t-shirts are on this site. Bitcoin shirt is $5. Crypto future shirt is $5. I mean, it's crazy. We have these Freedom of Face Made in the USA shirts, which are $5. Freedom of Voice shirts. Nassim is pretty much sold out. I'm wearing one of the last that will ever exist. Bitcoin Save shirts are on sale. Everything's on sale. Oh, and Question Everything shirts just recently put on sale. Now you can get all these Question Everything styles for pretty close to half price. Yeah, like $15, which they've never ever been on sale. Hoodies are on sale for $25. That's crazy. Yeah, check out all that stuff's on sale now. So it's huge. 2 pages. Truthclothing.io. Follow the link in the description. You'll see it there. Okay, cool. So we talked about Kamala. Okay, let's talk about, let's see what, I was going to show you what, I'm going to show you Biden screwing up the steps. I'll show you that. I'll show you Biden screwing up, going up the wrong set of stairs completely and then disappearing for a while. Here, I'll show you. Watch this. It's long. It's a long clip because watch, he just wanders off and goes up the stairs of this airplane that nobody's going to, and Secret Service, nobody knows whether to stop him. They're just standing around pointing, waiting for him to figure out that he's in the wrong place. And it takes a while. Like, this is in real time. He's still in there. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what happens. He must go in there, look around, figure out eventually. I mean, eventually, it's been a long time already. How long? He's been in there for almost a minute. He's still in there. And they're deciding whether they should go in there after him and retrieve him. They're just, Kamala is smiling. They're just rolling tape. I mean, it's still going on. I guess it's kind of there. I think he's deciding to come back. Then he has to, but it's not as funny anymore because he's not running for president anymore. But he still is president. Wow, that was just insane. Totally insane. He disappears into a plane for a long time. And apparently he's still making decisions. I mean, that's what they want you to believe. Chris Coates says, he heard they had ice cream. Maybe he had to pee. He smelled kids inside. He smelt kids inside, I should say, using the past tense. Smelt. Yeah. So that's Joe Biden. I'll show you what Kyle Rittenhouse says. I know people in the chat have already pointed out he took it back. Yes, I have that too. I have where he took it back. But this was his official statement as of yesterday night. I'll share it with you. So here's what Kyle Rittenhouse said.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
So that's what he said, no takebacks. But then he did take it back. So, and somebody made this video. So he said, over the past 12 hours, I've had a series of productive conversations with members of the Trump team, and I'm confident he will be the strong ally gun owners need to defend our Second Amendment rights. My comments last night were ill-informed and unproductive. Boy, he really had to take it back. I'm 100% behind Donald Trump and encourage every gun owner to join me in helping send him back to the White House. I mean, what the hell? Do you think he got paid? Or it was just to talk, just because they talked to him? That's a real turnaround. That's a real turnaround in a matter of hours. I mean, literally hours, less than 24 hours. Paid. Pirate Justin says paid off. Yeah, maybe he was just paid, huh? I mean, there's no law against that, right? And would he have to disclose it or anything? I mean, through the dark money source, like what is the deal? Can they just say, "Oh, okay, we'll give you 50 grand or something like that"? I don't even know how much it would have to be. If you're an influencer, like, are political operations able to just pay? It seems like it. They're able to pay influencers without anybody really being the wiser, unless there's some investigative reporting or something. How many followers does he have on Twitter? He's a famous person. Oh, and he uses an AI picture of himself, it looks like, or is that a real picture? That's maybe a real picture of him. I don't know. It looks AI. It looks enhanced. He has 1.2 million followers, and he has a book out. Ron Paul for president, like Ron Paul for emperor. You know what I mean? Like, we have End the Fed t-shirts, or we did. End the Fed bumper stickers, we still have. Those may not be included in the sale. Those may be full price. And the Fed bumper sticker, we make those. We have those printed. So we're big fans of Ron Paul. I don't think he's crazy. I mean, Donald Trump did ban bump stocks, and he did support red flag laws. So I see where he's coming from. I mean, voting for nobody is kind of, I mean, that's what you're doing. If you write somebody in, you're not voting for somebody who can win. But don't know what state he lives in either. Vote only matters in certain states. Like, Trump can't win here, they say. Pretty much because of the demographics, because everybody's Democrats in LA and San Francisco. John says Trump's bump stock ban was overturned. Was it? By the current Supreme Court? So that was what Kyle Rittenhouse said. And he got turned around in a hurry. Okay, I have the full, hold on. Yeah, I have the full boxing match between the guy who tested positive for having XY chromosomes. Looks like a dude, especially because they don't wear any makeup in boxing and stuff. It's like, when you strip everything down, looks like a dude. Let me see if the sound works. Doesn't say the sound is off, so that's good. There. 2 punches. Boom, boom. Oh, this is a different match. Sorry. This is a different match. This was a match from today, I believe, where, because there are 2 XYs. There's, looks like a male. So they already failed XY chromosome testing in other events. So they already failed. Where's the, oh, I don't have the one from, I don't have the other one. It was everywhere. The other one, the lady just retired in like 20 seconds. They said it was a minute. It didn't seem like a minute. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Got it. Only seems like 14 seconds or something. You guys doing good? You having a good Friday? We're getting more people tuned in. We got up to 45. It's not a big show. I think I remember Friday afternoons people are doing stuff. So I understand. It's all good though. It's all good in the hood. We got people here. Other people can watch later if they want to. It's just a little community gathering. This was the whole match. She got punched once.
Solid straight right hand from Police there.
She quit. It was one punch.
Solid straight right hand.
That was it. One punch. Mike Maker, you said no betting apps allow you to bet on them. I thought there were betting odds. I thought that character on Twitter who has that show for Blaze, who I've had on my show 2 or 3 times, was saying that you can bet on them and that they're the favorites by far. I bet you can bet on Polymarket Olympics. I wonder if they have boxing. Women's boxing. Yeah. Imam Khalif, is favored. The man is favored 64% to win the welterweight. Women's 66 kilograms. And then Imam Khalif, same. 83% to win her next match. And then the featherweight, the other one's a featherweight. The man is the XY person, I should say, is favored, but barely, over Svetlana Staneva from Bulgaria. Lin Yuting. So you can bet on them. And then you can bet on a specific match that's coming up. 83% chance XY is going to win the next match. So that's going on in the Olympics right now. But it's different. Like, I don't know if they identify as they're not like they're apparently they identify. I don't know if it's true of both of them. They identified as women their whole lives or something, and just happen to be XY. Maybe they don't have the genitalia. Maybe. I don't even know. I don't know. Except that supposedly they're XY. They failed gender tests. The odds went up drastically after the outrage. Yeah. Well, because people are saying, it's a no-brainer. Bet on the dude. That's what people are saying. So maybe that's why the odds got even worse. But maybe they're not. I don't know. I watched football today. Soccer. It was good. Watch Argentina against France. But I thought Mbappe played for France. Is he injured or something? I thought he was French. That guy, Mbappe. Unless he isn't. I thought he was. I thought he played in the World Cup for France. I thought he won the World Cup with France. Didn't see him in the game today. U.S. men, very disappointing. We're not very good football players, soccer players. Just don't. It's just not as big of a deal here. So, all right. So that's that. Women's boxing. Let me show you. Oh, okay. Let's see if this works. Or if, my sound went out. There's this guy warning about robots, warning about Elon Musk's robots. Listen to this.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people from my last video saying that nothing's coming, nothing's going to happen. I'm paranoid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you like this. This is where I'm working, okay? I'll read that. That's where I'm working right now. The man who owns that company, I'll say Elon Tusk. You know, y'all know Elon Tusk. Find the rhyme, the rhythm. He has us working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. I'm an electrician. I wire up all the machinery that they're using to build the trucks. I'm wiring up all the machinery that they are using to build these robots, okay? We are working 12 hours, 7 days a week. I have worked for TikTok. I have worked for Amazon. I have worked for Samsung. I have worked for Fortune 500 companies all year. Nobody is pushing their people like this, okay? 12-hour shifts. He is trying to complete this for something. I promise you, bro, soon as these robots go online, it will kill 80% of the job force. All you people driving trucks, in restaurants, who don't think this can happen in Japan, they already have robots serving tables. They already have nurses that are being robotically projected from monitors to help patients. Your job is not safe, okay? 80% of the workforce will be killed by these robots. As soon as he puts these AIs inside of these robots, I promise you, bro, they will think, be smarter, faster, and they do not need to sleep, bro. We call in. I called in 3 days ago because I worked 6 days straight. Robots don't do that, and that's what they are pushing for, bro. Have you sitting at home with the real ID, with your Fed Now money, taking free governmental universal income, slave, bro. Victim to the system, bro. They do not want you out here moving how you want. They do not want you collecting resources. They don't want you to do anything without their knowledge, bro. They want to track every transaction. They want to track your whereabouts. They want to know what you're thinking, bro. And all they want to do is monetize and commercialize that. It's that mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is taking things that should not be for money or for sale and making them for sale, like your soul, love, things of that nature, bro. And y'all say that it's not coming, bro. It's right around the corner. I promise you, bro, this is coming. Where I'm working right now has proven that. This man sends drones on the top of the buildings, drones inside the building to count how many people are working at all times. This is not a game, bro. I'm telling you, this is just his company, bro. Imagine what they're doing. Like Facebook, all these companies are together. They're acting like they're competitors. They're not. They all have one agenda, bro. And each of them are doing their part. I promise you.
There you go.
I need y'all
there's more. Hold
to
on.
really think about this, bro. They're building bulletproof trucks with robots. I don't know if you've seen it, but look it up. Recently, a guy just got pulled over in Dubai by a Cybertruck police, and it had a robot in it, and the robot gave him a ticket for using his phone and not being buckled up. And they sent the fine to his phone. I promise you, bro, these cars are not for normal civilians. You do not make bulletproof trucks for civilians. He is going to supply and fleet out the military and the police force, bro. We will not be able to run and hide. They've already stopped making V8 engines in trucks, and the Chargers are no more Hellcats or Hemis being produced. They're all V6s. We will not be able to escape this shit, bro. I promise you, bro, these robots are going to take your job. They're going to be police forced. They're going to be the new revolution, bro. And we're going to be on our asses like idiocracy. I promise.
There you go. That's the future. It's possible. It's possible. Elon Musk has big plans for those robots. He said there's going to be a demand for like 10 billion robots. He said there's going to be a demand for like 10 billion. Yeah. I can play that clip. I think this is the clip. 10 billion, more than there are people.
The Optimus numbers are like they're like so mind blowing that you're like, is this real? But because I actually think the market for humanoid robots is in excess of 10 billion units, like more than the number of humans. Because people will each want one, and then there'll be others that are involved in industry. $20,000 times 10 billion, so 20 trillion, 200 trillion. It's a lot. It's like bananas numbers. So that's why I wonder, what does money even mean at that point? So these things are, like I said, they're so profound that they will be recognized. Assuming we do them, we have to actually do them. They will be recognized 100 years from now, maybe 1,000 years from now, as fundamental milestones in civilization. That's the level of significance we're talking about here. So should be a hell of a couple of years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's robots. So yeah, he says 10 billion. What do you guys, for 20,000 each? I mean, there's so many people in the world that don't make $20,000 in a year. So you can't sell them all for $20,000 unless the meaning of $12,000 goes down a lot, which you could with inflation. If it stayed at $20,000, even as the technology got better and better. But yeah, would I have a robot to clean my house? Sure. I've had a Roomba before. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then, okay, so I showed you the Olympic boxing. I showed you the stuff about robots. That's good. I showed you Joe Biden get lost up the stairs. I showed you Kyle Rittenhouse. Closing tabs. Showed you the men. Okay. So let's see what I have. Vivek is saying that the Republicans aren't doing very well. Here, okay, let's see this clip of JD Vance. Apparently he tells his son to shut the hell up. Apparently. Let's see. It's on Patriot Takes. Let's see.
So I'm like, oh no. So I call Trump and I'm like, hey, sir, what's going on? He's like, JD, you missed a very important phone call. And now I'm going to have to pick somebody else. And I like tense up and almost have a heart attack. And the crazy thing about it is my son, who's 7, is in the hotel room with me. And he's really into Pokemon cards right now. He's going through a Pokemon phase. Are you guys into Pokemon?
I was back in the day.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
okay.
big phase right now, I think, in general.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's really into it. So he's trying to talk to me about Pikachu. And I'm on the phone with Donald Trump. And I'm like, son, shut the hell up for 30 seconds about Pikachu. This is the most important phone call of my life. Please just let me take this phone call. So
there you go.
Hey,
he admitted saying it, at least. I thought he said it on air or something. He said he told his son to shut the hell up about Pikachu. Okay. Well, maybe he didn't say it that. I mean, libs are ridiculous using that to attack him. Maybe he didn't say it that way. Now he's talking to adults. So who knows? Just a thing. Okay. Trump says we might use Bitcoin to pay off the national debt by investing in Bitcoin and then using it to pay the debt.
They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you? They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you? They think it's.
So yeah, that's what Loomis said. She was like, "Well, buy 1 million Bitcoin and then hold it for 20 years and then use it to pay off our debt." That's what she ended up saying. And then RFK said all kinds of stuff. I guess it doesn't matter that much because it's RFK and he's not going to win. He has like a 0% chance, according to betting markets. Like Michelle Obama has a better chance. So even if he polls at like 10%, his chance of winning is nothing. But yeah, he said he would sign an executive order directing the Treasury to purchase 550 Bitcoin daily until they have 4 million Bitcoins. Trump says we should get 1 million. Oh, you guys see the weird thing? I should show you that in case you haven't seen it. Democrats, weird. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'll show you the weird thing. Yeah, they're saying Republicans are weird. They're saying JD Vance in particular is weird. I don't know anything about him, to be honest, but they are saying he's weird. That's their latest thing. So I'll show you a clip of that. It's because Leonidas Mugersolopoulos says Kamala Harris is weird. She is weird, actually. Here's the clip.
Some of what he and his running mate are saying, well, it's just plain weird.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are. As weird and creepy as JD Vance. Super weird idea from JD Vance.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's quite weird. Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
That stuff is weird. They come across weird and then they start being weird. Yeah, they're weird.
Being a really weird.
He's such a weirdo.
Donald Trump and his weirdo running mate are weird. Deeply and profoundly weird.
They are weird.
These Republicans just being weird. It's just weird. It's really weird.
Republican weirdness goes even deeper.
He said a lot of things that are weird, a weird style that he brings, weird policies.
Let's start with the weird thing, because it is a thing.
Just plain weird.
What was weird was talking about Diet Mountain Dew. Who drinks Diet Mountain Dew?
You ever seen the guy laugh? That seems very weird to me that that an adult can go through 6.5 years of being in the public eye. If he has laughed, it's at someone, not with someone. That is weird behavior.
Weird and cultish.
These are weird people on the other side.
He kind of doubled down on his weird ideas.
I think weird is probably generous.
Simply weird. These guys are just plain weird.
Vance as weird.
You know, as the campaign said, weird.
It really is just plain weird.
JD Vance, plain weird.
I mean, I don't know how else you could read it.
Weird. It is kind of weird.
We're not afraid of weird people. The other side, they're just weird.
Why are you being so weird? Vance has done something more extreme, more weird.
No matter what kind of weird stuff they keep saying.
Trump and Vance are just weird, in addition to being dangerous to democracy.
It's the weird part that's the most engaging.
Whom he addressed as my beautiful Christians, which was super weird.
Weird tech bro, JD Vance.
He's a weird guy. JD Vance, uneasy and sort of weird.
Frankly, for lack of a better word, that he's weird.
Sarcastic remarks that aren't even funny, and he kind of shows that he can't really deliver a one-liner.
So, Sam, weird is the word here in terms of initial impressions from Vance to the American public.
So there you go. That's the narrative, is that he's weird. Okay. So yeah, I thought I'd show you those clips. I think that's it. Yeah, unless anybody has any questions, we'll wrap it up. It's about an hour. Check out our sale once again at truthclothing.io. It's still a clearance sale, and added to the clearance sale from the last time you bought something are our Question Everything and Vagabond range of shirts. Question Everything, all of them, everything is on sale. I have like a wall over here to my right, which has a lot of shirts on it. We pack them, we ship them. Shipping, you don't pay like extra for. It's just United States Postal Service rate. And United States Postal Service is pretty reliable. They haven't lost, I don't think they've lost a single package for us yet. UPS did lose 2 packages. So anyway, Question Everything and the rest of our shirts are on sale at truthclothing.io, and then just go to sale. I'm looking to see if there are any questions in the chat. And I didn't get any super chats today, but that's all right. We only had 50 some people tuned in. A little smaller than sometime in the past. But maybe because they find maybe the topic was controversial. Men dominating women's sports, women's Olympics, don't know. Suppression, don't know. No big deal, though. Happy to see people today. All right, I think we'll sign out. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great have a great weekend. For me, my weekend is over. I have to go to work early tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. sales meeting. So that's what I have to do tomorrow. You hopefully have a couple days off, can relax with your family and so forth. All right, guys. We'll see you at the next one, hopefully next week. For now, that's what it is.